journey that will continue to grow is the women's football at Manchester City, which they've proved you can win silverware at every turn of every corner, really.
You look at our women's team this year, and they're doing everything we hope for and more. They've won every domestic competition they've competed in, the league and the FA Cup, in a remarkable way, and playing some beautiful football, some very entertaining football, and we're seeing fans, more and more fans, be part of this game, supporting our women's team, and that shows you that we're doing something right. We've gone further than any other English team in the history of the Champions League. We've reached the semi-finals of this Champions League, which is a remarkable achievement by our women. So we continue to do great things, and it's about character, it's about commitment, it's about the quality of the players we have, and it's about success. And they're doing all of that.
And how important is it that that women's team is not just something that's a fashionable item to have? It's woven into the fabric of the club, and it's taken very seriously. So, I mean, are you proud that City are at the forefront of driving the women's game forward?
Yes, I am proud of that. I think it's an important statement by our club, and it's real, and it's got substance. You can say many things. You can, I can give you nice big words about this, but at the end of the day, if we're serious, you see the results, and we are serious, and you are seeing the results.
And somewhere else we want to see the results. CFG's other clubs around the globe. You mentioned it's hard maintaining a global progress as well as keeping the core fans happy. But how is New York progressing? What's the temperature and state of play in New York at the moment?
It's doing well. Patrick, I'm delighted with the way Patrick has evolved. He's had a good season last year, second in the Eastern Division, going to the playoffs. It's a step in an important step in the right direction. This off-season, he's reshaped the squad, made some changes. Season has started. You know, he's got. I mean, we have an incredible player that I have to call out right now, which is David Villa. Yeah, his record is outstanding. I mean, it's really. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's scored 73 goals in 76 games in MLS, and he continues to deliver every game. He is a superstar, and he's helping define New York City Football Club into the team that, like what we've described when we were talking about Manchester or any of the teams within the group. It's a journey, and it's a journey about sustainable development, but then about success. Today we have the foundations that we've built over the last couple of years in New York. You see us, again, every year improving and going in the right direction. And this year is another important season. We have the right manager, a great manager in Patrick. We have a good squad. We have a good organization around it. And I have high expectations that this year we will move forward from where we finished last year.
It's an exceptionally tough sporting environment, though. New York City is a really tough sporting environment. I mean, is the commitment to the club as strong as it's ever been?
Yes, yes. I mean, you know us by now. I mean, everything we go into, we're going to be committed to, and we're going to make sure we get it right. Now, some journeys are easier than others. Some challenges are more difficult than others, but that doesn't change the commitment. My commitment to New York is unquestionable. The group's commitment to New York is unquestionable. Same thing applies to Melbourne. Same thing applies to every other team or organization or investment that we've made as a group. We are there, and when we put our minds into something, when we put our capital into something, it is for a purpose, and everyone in this organization strives to achieve that purpose.
You touched on Melbourne there. The FFA Trophy success kind of tempered an early end to the title chase there. Are they where you want them to be at the moment, or?
No, they're not. Melbourne won a cup, which was the first trophy for this club, which is an achievement in itself, and I'm proud of that, and I think that's an important step for us. But the way they ended their season was disappointing, and I think it's about the need for the right character in that team. You talked earlier about our women's team and how you're seeing a consistency in terms of the way we play, the way we perform between our teams in Manchester. I'm going to broaden it, I think, to the whole group. It's about achieving that consistency across the whole group in terms of character, in terms of personality, in terms of commitment. The results, in sports, and of course in football, specifically here, the results sometimes will happen and sometimes they won't. That's just sports. But what shouldn't happen is not giving 100%. And that, what I expect in every team within the City Football Group, is us performing at the highest level we can and trying to have a consistency in terms of quality and mannerism and character across the group. Now with that, we're going to have results and trophies in some places and maybe no results and no trophies in others, but we are all at least consistent in that way. So I hope with Melbourne, next season we come back strong, we come back with stronger character, and it's, I think, about time.
And there will be a new coach there.
Yes, there'll be a new coach. There will be a new coach there, and we will go to do our best, I know, next year to try to win the league. We want to win the league in every competition we're in, and not just here in the Premier League or in Manchester, but everywhere, in MLS, in the A-League. You better believe it that if we're involved, it's about winning, about achieving a winning culture on the field and off the field.
But again, that aside, in New York and in Melbourne, so in Melbourne the women's teams and the youth teams swept the board. The community work is instantly recognisable. In New York the community works strong, so there's pluses and minuses there as well.
I mean, you see, and that's the, you're building a group like the group we have. It's not easy to achieve that consistency across the group, and there are areas where we're going to achieve it. I think you mentioned the work in the communities. It's outstanding. I think the work we're doing in Melbourne and in New York, outstanding, absolutely outstanding. You look at the academy development in New York and Melbourne, outstanding. So it is, but what I'm trying to achieve is that outstanding in everything. And I know that's ambitious, and I know I'm not going to be arrogant to say we're going to be outstanding in everything, but we're going to try.
What excites you particularly about the future? What are you most looking forward to?
My hunger for winning, it's amazing. When we first won the league, I thought this is the greatest feeling you can get in football, and you cannot beat that feeling. Then we won it the second time, and you want to win it more, and you get hungrier, and hungrier and hungrier. And I can tell you today, because I've tasted it, because we felt it, when I look at next season, for instance, when I look at the future, it's about successfully executing this plan that you constantly develop every year to try to win, winning it in the right way, and achieving history for this club forever. That excites me. It excites me, trying to win the Champions League and then winning the Champions League. The ambition of winning the Champions League and hopefully one day doing it. That dream excites me every day, and knowing that we can do it. The dream of trying to do the treble. Yes, you mentioned the double. No, I want to do the treble. Or actually, let's go for the quadruple.
They're all four, yeah.
Why not? Why not? We should have that aspiration, and Believe me, I have it, no doubt. Sheikh Mansour drives me forward every day. But you look at the organization. You see it in Pep's eyes. You see it in everybody within our group. Pep wants to win it all, and that's what I love most about him, because that's how I feel. We want to win it all, and we might not be able to achieve it, but I assure you we're going to try everything we can to do that.
And finally, the final question: what would be your message as we sit here to the fans of Manchester City?
We're on the right track. We have a great manager. We are all working behind him and supporting him. We're going to do our work this summer. The trajectory is right, and I'm very optimistic. And I want the fans to hopefully share my optimism, support us. We can't do it without you. Next year is going to be a massive year for us. Expectations are high, ambitions are high. I have a lot of hope that we're going to come back next season very strong, and I hope we can deliver to our fans an incredible season next year. We need you. We appreciate all the support you've given us, and I'm very excited about getting started now and preparing for next year.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you.